Welcome back to Fenrelian Gamer. We're back with the biggest Resident Evil 9 rumors we've heard to date. Jill Valentine and Leon Kennedy's return, terrifying new enemies, a creepy island setting, and what might be Capcom's most ambitious Resident Evil project ever. Yep, you heard that right. Resident Evil 9 is shaping up to be a full-on reinvention of the franchise on the level of RE4 and RE7. If you don't want to miss a single detail, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button now and drop a like. We're here every week with content just like this. Let's dive in. According to leaks, Resident Evil 9's story takes place 4 years after Resident Evil Village. Jill Valentine and Leon Kennedy will be the game's two main protagonists. They'll be joined by legendary names like Chris Redfield and Barry Burton. The mission? Investigate a mysterious island tied to the company that created Eveline. But this island is no ordinary place. It's filled with cursed clones, dark laboratories, and twisted cults. The island's locations have already been leaked: an abandoned hospital, dark forests, old houses, underground caves, a factory, a temple, and a creepy lab. Players can expect moments full of both horror and intense action. And enemies? Way beyond your typical zombies. We're talking about evolved, melee-wielding creatures similar to RE4's Ganados, but even scarier. And there's more. These zombies may be part of a moon-worshipping cult. Yeah, apparently they've got moon tattoos, they sing to it, and they literally worship it. This eerie, mystical detail is a first for the Resident Evil universe. Rumors also suggest that Leon will be stalked by a mysterious figure throughout the game, while Jill is hunted by a creature known as Goatman. And the new main villain? A never-before-seen character named Mr. Simon. What makes all of this even more exciting is that Capcom plans to introduce a totally new gameplay style, just like they did with RE4 and RE7. According to leaks, RE9 won't focus only on horror like RE7, or lock players into semi-open zones like Village. Instead, we might be getting a larger open world and brand new mechanics. This game is being positioned as a complete reinvention of the franchise. Can you remember Capcom taking this kind of risk with any other RE title? The fact that Capcom hasn't officially announced the game yet might make some players skeptical. But if we look back, RE7 and Village were both announced and released in relatively short time frames. RE7 was revealed in June 2016 and released in January 2017. Village was announced in June 2020 and came out in May 2021. So if RE9 is announced in June 2025, a release in early 2026 is very possible. This timeline feels even more likely considering Capcom's history of summer announcements. Both RE7 and Village were revealed in June. Now, several reliable sources are saying Capcom will do the same for Resident Evil 9. So don't be surprised if we get a trailer or official reveal this coming June 2025. It could be one of the most talked about game reveals of the year. Capcom's bold claims about RE9 aren't just about the story. They're also overhauling the gameplay. One major rumor suggests the game will feature open-world elements. Players will explore freely, progressing through interconnected regions rather than isolated zones. It's a bold step forward compared to the classic RE structure. Beyond the open world, enemy AI and behaviors could also see a big upgrade. Leaks claim that zombies won't just attack. They'll use the environment to set traps and even coordinate with each other. Plus, the mysterious figure stalking Leon may appear differently depending on the player's choices. That could add some serious replay value. Another huge shift? Resident Evil 7 and Village's story arc is coming to an end. RE9 is rumored to wrap up the Megamycete narrative and close out the Ethan Winter saga. That means a new chapter of the franchise is about to begin. With returning fan-favorite characters and bold new gameplay, Resident Evil 9 isn't just a sequel, it's a full-on evolution. Visuals are also getting attention. Leon is said to appear older and more worn down, similar to his look in Resident Evil Damnation. Meanwhile, Jill will reportedly return with the same physique she had in Resident Evil Death Island, but dressed in a more tactical outfit similar to her RE5 Lost in Nightmares DLC look. Capcom seems to be balancing nostalgia with fresh designs. And according to some theories, Blue Umbrella may finally take center stage. Mentioned in past games but never fully explored, this organization might reveal its darker side in RE9. The island experiments could involve Eveline's clones and Rosemary Winter's blood, suggesting Blue Umbrella has been turning a blind eye to unethical science. This could lead to not just biological, but moral confrontations for Jill and Leon. Speaking of Rosemary, the character introduced in Village might once again become a key target. Her blood is supposedly being used as a kind of serum for the island's residents. This makes her a valuable asset and a potential playable character. While not confirmed, Capcom does love surprises. We might see parts of the story from her perspective. Now let's talk about villains. The main antagonist is a new character named Mr. Simon. We don't know much yet. Meanwhile, Jill is said to be relentlessly pursued by Goatman, and Leon by a shadowy figure whose identity remains unknown. All of this adds a constant sense of tension and dread. Players will feel on edge throughout. One more surprise: Barry Burton. Last seen in a fully playable role in Revelations 2, Barry is rumored to return as a supporting character. For longtime fans, this is huge. Barry's experience might help us piece together what's happening on the island. His return could refresh the team dynamics and add new emotional layers to the story. Another exciting feature might be the game's approach to exploration. The island will reportedly offer open-ended missions, side quests, and world-building through environmental storytelling and scattered documents. Especially in the abandoned temple and forest areas, players can expect a mix of suspenseful exploration and enemy encounters. This would be the most expansive setting in any Resident Evil game to date. Also rumored, player choices could affect how the story unfolds. Though unconfirmed, some leaks suggest decision-based progression, how Leon handles his stalker, how Jill deals with Goatman, or how players interpret Blue Umbrella's secrets. All of these might lead to different endings. This would bring a new layer of replayability to the series. Atmosphere-wise, Capcom is apparently raising the bar. The first-person perspective introduced in RE7 is likely returning, but dynamic camera switches to third-person may happen in some missions. This mix will make action and horror sequences more cinematic. Expect this especially in the lab and cave segments. Despite all these details, Resident Evil 9 still hasn't been officially revealed, but based on Capcom's pattern, we could get a teaser in June 2025. That teaser might kick off with a short cinematic, followed by a glimpse of gameplay. It's exactly how Capcom's been doing their announcements lately. The countdown to RE9 has already begun. In the end, Resident Evil 9 looks like more than just a horror game. It's set to redefine the franchise and kick off a brand new era. With Leon and Jill back, terrifying enemies, a dark island setting, Blue Umbrella's shadowy plans, and a complete gameplay overhaul, this game is about to capture the attention of fans and the entire gaming world. Capcom is going all in, and we're ready. And there you have it, all the biggest Resident Evil 9 leaks and rumors so far. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us keep diving deep into theories, leaks, and breakdowns like this. Drop your favorite character and your RE9 expectations in the comments. We'll see you in the next video. Stay sharp.